The majority of the world's morbidity and mortality no longer rests in communicable disease and its prevention. That's really a proud mark of public health, saying that we've made advances with vaccination and the cleaning of water and the other nutritional programs to get to the point where communicable disease is no longer the top killer. North Africa, meaning everything above the equator, very primary cause of death in a male, heart attack, doesn't exist. Strangulated hernia. A man has a 1 in 20 chance, if he has a strangulated hernia, of seeing a health care worker. I did not say surgeon. I did not even say doctor. I didn't say nurse.
Worldwide, approximately 2 billion people still have no access to basic surgical care. And according to the World Health Organization, fully 11% of the global disease burden can be treated with surgery. More die from surgical needs than AIDS and malaria and other ailments combined.
In Afghanistan, which happens to be the bottom of the barrel at this time, that a woman has a 1 in 7 chance of dying in pregnancy. For the first time in history, an operation for which there's a critical need, especially in the remote parts of the developing world, are the single things that can save and restore to normal productivity the lives that would otherwise be lost. Surgery, right now, is one of the things we take for granted in this environment because it's accessible. In the areas that it's not accessible, we would like to make it so.
Bringing surgical and medical care to some of the most destitute people of the world and some of the most desolate places on the planet is the life mission of veteran surgeon and global public health expert, Dr. Glenn Gilhoed. For more than 50 years, Dr. G has organized medical mission trips to points all over the globe, taking volunteer teams of doctors, medical practitioners, and students to locations where people in need of surgical and medical care are truly living on the global edge.
All medical students should at least do a 2-week worth of international mission, because that is when you realize why you actually went into medicine and what a difference you can make in the rest of the world.
What we really have to do, instead of expecting the patient to come to the operating room at a center city, we really have to bring the operating room to the patient. Enter the mobile surgical unit. I'm into the remote extremes. How can we adapt our skills to their needs? There's no electricity, there's no plumbing. They can tell us the need, and then we can go there with something that's modifiable. We can get that unit there, and we can fix hernias. That's the #1 cause of adult male death. Always in a 2-table unit. Why? Because this is a teaching unit.
Dr. G's medical teams and the indigenous communities respond together with perseverance and uncommon resilience in order to bring hope to the bottom billion of the world's people. Equipping locals to provide the medical care on their own so that their communities attain a greater degree of self-sufficiency is a central goal of Mission to Heal.
I teach every single patient, and I teach anyone who was there to learn with me, just like I teach medical students. So we made it really fun for them to learn as well too. And we also teach the physician there, the local people as well too. And I think it's the passion. It's almost like you're there for the people, you're there to help people.
These people really have very little experience or training. What we try to do is to actually leave something behind.
My proudest moments are those graduation ceremonies where we turn over to the clinic those people who are identified as the persons who will be the leader to these others. The Mission to Heal mission, my job is to work my way out of a job.
Many people who wanted to go always asked us, like, do I need to be in medical field? And I said, no, you don't need to be in medical field, but maybe after this trip, you wanted to be in medical field.
Is the haves and the have-nots, and you have. And what are you going to do about that? It doesn't keep. When someone looks at me and says, I could be you if I had all the advantages you had, I agree. Let's get started.